PROSE, The Emperor's New Clothes, a play based on a folk tale. Once upon a time, there lived a proud and foolish emperor who was very fond of wearing new clothes. To him, new clothes meant more than anything else in the world. Indeed, he spent so many hours every day in his dressing room trying out new clothes that he had very little time to attend to the affairs of his kingdom. Scene 1. A hall in the emperor's palace. As the curtain goes up, the emperor is seen coming out of his dressing room into the hall where his chief advisor is waiting. The emperor is in a very angry mood. Emperor, pointing to something in his dressing room, useless. All these clothes are useless. Not one of the suits can be worn by me. Chief Advisor, Your Majesty, these are the best that I could get for you today. Emperor, the best? Did you say? If these are the best, then my empire is full of worthless tailors. Banish them all. Send them one and all out of the country. I want new clothes. I want new clothes. I want a tailor who can make me a different set of clothes every day. You may go now. Come to me only when you find a new tailor. The chief advisor bows and takes a few steps towards the door, then stops and turns towards the emperor again. Emperor, have you something more to say? Chief Advisor, Your Majesty, since yesterday, two weavers from a distant place have been waiting outside the palace to see you. Emperor, in an angry tone, weavers? But I don't need weavers. I want good tailors. I want tailors who will make me new clothes. Chief Advisor, Your Majesty, these men say that they have found a secret way of weaving the finest silk cloth and making the most beautiful clothes from the cloth that they weave. They claim to be magic tailors. Emperor, magic tailors? Who make the most beautiful clothes? Then why are you wasting your time here? Go and bring them in at once. The advisor goes out. The two weavers enter the court and bow to the emperor. Emperor, come in, my men. I hear you have some very fine clothes to show me. The clothes that you make must be very wonderful indeed. First weaver, they are, Your Majesty, but before we begin our work, we require a large quantity of the finest silk and the purest gold thread. Second weaver, and we must also have several jewels to sew on Your Majesty's new cloths. Emperor, of course. My chief advisor will provide for you whatever you want. You will be given a room in the palace to make the new clothes, and you shall not leave the palace till you have completed the work. I shall wear the new clothes in the procession that I am expected to lead 2 days later. First weaver, pardon us, Your Majesty, we have no new clothes just now to show you. We have come here to explain to you that we have discovered a magic way of making the most beautiful silk cloth. Second weaver, which is so finely woven and has so many rich colors and also such attractive patterns that only a great emperor like you can wear clothes made from it. Emperor, flattered by this compliment, well. Tell me something about the cloths you make from this wonderful cloth. First weaver, Your Majesty, if you wear a suit made out of this cloth, only wise men can see what you are wearing, but fools will not be able to see it at all. Second weaver, and by wearing these cloths, you will be able to judge your ministers and your officers very easily. Only those who are clever and fit for their jobs will see what you wear. Those who are foolish and unfit for their work will not see anything. Emperor, excellent. Speaking to himself, by wearing a suit made from their cloth, I will not only get a new set of clothes, but I'll also be able to find out who are fit to manage the affairs of my kingdom and who are not. Scene 2. Next day in the evening, a room in the palace. The two weavers are seen working on the looms, pretending to weave. They had put away in their bags all the fine silk, the gold thread, and the jewels which were given to them for making the new cloths. Chief advisor enters the room, speaking to himself. His Majesty has sent me here to find out how the weavers are getting on with their work. They seem to be working very hard. But where is the cloth on the looms? Good heavens, I can't see anything on the looms. First weaver, there you are, sir. We were expecting you. Step this way, if you please. Second weaver, pointing to the loom and pretending to handle the cloth they were supposed to be weaving. Don't you like the pattern, sir? The circles and the flowing lines are good, aren't they? Chief advisor, completely puzzled. The circles and the flowing lines? Yes, they are very good. First weaver, and the colors. We hope the emperor will like the dark red and sky blue colors on the gold background. Chief advisor, more confused than before. Dark red, sky blue, and the gold background. I must remember this. Yes, I am sure that His Majesty will like the colors very much. Second weaver, you may tell His Majesty how hard we have been working, but we need some more silk and gold thread to complete the work, and some more jewels to sew into His Majesty's new clothes. Both the weavers together, thank you, Your Excellency. Chief advisor, speaking to himself as he leaves the room, heaven help me. There was nothing on their looms, but the weavers had said, only wise men can see the cloths that we make. Those who cannot see them are fools or unfit for their jobs. Am I a fool? Am I unfit for my post? I must send my special assistant to see what really is happening here. After the chief advisor goes, the two weavers dance around the stage for some time, laughing at the success of their trick. Scene 3. Next day in the evening, a room in the palace. The special assistant enters the room. He shows a great surprise when he sees the two weavers working on the two looms with no trace of any cloth or thread on it. Special assistant speaking to himself, good heavens, what are these two weavers doing? I don't see any cloth anywhere. First weaver, seeing the special assistant, said, step this way, if you please. Second weaver, we hope the work we have done will please you, as it has pleased the chief advisor. Special assistant, the chief advisor told me that he was very happy with your work. First weaver, look and see how beautiful the circles and the flowing lines are. Second weaver, and the colors, the dark red and the sky blue on the gold background. Special assistant, taking them on his fingers, dark red, sky blue, gold background. Yes, they are very good. But His Majesty would like to know when the new clothes will be ready. First weaver, we will be working on the looms the whole night now. Second weaver, tell His Majesty that the new clothes will be ready tomorrow morning. Special assistant, thank you very much. His Majesty will be very happy to hear that. Speaking to himself as he goes out, oh Lord, help me. Am I a fool? Am I unfit for the job? I don't know, but I must keep the secret to myself. Scene 4. The Palace Hall. The Emperor enters the hall, followed by the chief advisor, the special assistant, and other courtiers. The two weavers come in, bowing to the emperor. First weaver, coming forward to the emperor, pretending to hold the invisible cloths in his hands and bowing to him. Here, your majesty, are the coat and trousers which you will wear in the procession. The emperor nods his head and the first weaver goes back to his place. Second weaver comes forward to the emperor, pretending to hold the coat in his hands. And here, your majesty, is your coat which you will wear over the suit. The emperor again nods his head and the second weaver goes back to his place. First weaver, may we request your majesty to come to the dressing room so that we may help you to wear the new clothes. The emperor gets up from his chair and all the courtiers also stand up. The emperor then goes into the dressing room. There is some noise made by the rustling of the cloths and the low voices of the two weavers are heard for some time. Chief advisor, going towards the dressing room and speaking from outside in a loud voice, your majesty, the people are waiting outside to see you in your new clothes. I would please them very much if you show yourself on the balcony before the procession sets out. Emperor, speaking from the dressing room, certainly, my good chief advisor. I have just put on the wonderful clothes these tailors have made for me. I'll come as soon as I am ready. The emperor seen coming out of the dressing room almost naked and walking through the hall towards the balcony. The courtiers show great surprise to see the emperor having little clothes on his body. But no one says anything because they have been told that only wise men will be able to see the emperor's new clothes, and the fools and the people who are unfit for their post will not see them. Loud cheers are heard from the crowd standing on the road outside. When the emperor reaches the balcony, cheers stop all of a sudden and there is pin drop silence. Then the voice of a little child is heard crying out with laughter. Look, look, Daddy, the emperor has no clothes on at all. Has the king become very poor? Doesn't he have money to buy clothes?